Well, that clip right there might really come back to be the changing point of this season, at least for Sacha Coenen. If you remember, he and his brother signed up this year for 3 races in the American Motocross Series, which, if all rumors are true or leading to the right side of things, they're planning to coming over here and racing instead of racing an MX2 and MX2. Now, that's great, right? All said and done, that's incredible. These are world-class, top-tier riders. Having them come over and race this series, the AMA Pro Motocross, and I'm assuming Supercross, because you have to do both series if you race over here, is only a positive thing, right? For the series, for the fans, whatever you want to say. Absolutely incredible. But this is probably the worst case scenario, right? For KTM, for Sacha, and also his brother, who did not look good this weekend in Fox Hills, to come over here, race 3 essentially wildcard races. Like, these are in no way, shape, or form going to get them anywhere in the SMX playoffs, in the motocross championship hunt. This is come over here, race 3 rounds, look good, but what is it sacrificed, right? In the 4 races Sacha has raced so far, he's done 14, 1, 1, 1. He absolutely dominated Southwick. And then this weird little crash, which looks like it could really be the catalyst for losing the MX2 championship. Now, you do have to say, a little caveat, right? The 3 rounds before this were also, or sorry, 2 rounds before this, Portugal and South Africa were also won by Guillem Ferris. Guillem Ferris. So the point differential has been going down just in general. The last round that Sacha won was round 9 in Italy, and also before that, 8 in Latvia. But the last 2 rounds before this, Ferris has won, and now Great Britain, he has won again. Now, that is a big thing, especially when you consider Sacha had this crash last weekend, and 2 weekends ago technically, in Southwick, had surgery on Monday, and then I'm assuming had to fly back to wherever they were staying. I don't know if he trained or not, and well, coming into this weekend in the MX2 race, he finished 8th overall for 27 points, where Ferris won the round for 50 points, and that leads to the problem. As of the moment now, Ferris has a 11-point lead over Sacha Coenen. Now, that's not the biggest lead in the world, right? So 11 points is, 1 moto's worth of points. The problem is, how is this going to work, right? Obviously, this is the first weekend back from that injury, the plate, the surgery, healing, whatever. You'd have to expect it to be better as time goes on. The more weeks we get into this, the better it's going to be for Sacha. Now, there is still 7 rounds to go. That's a lot of points on the table. What is it, 50 points overall? Somebody do that math, 350 total. Is that right? I think I am. With this weekend being the Czech Republic, then Lommel, Sweden, Netherlands, Turkey, sorry, I guess it's not Turkey, China, and Australia. And I say Lommel because Flanders? What is Flanders? Correct me, whatever. So there is still a lot of points on the table. This is not a horrible, he got absolutely 0, he's not racing for a couple weeks, he's going to be down 70 or 80 points before he comes back, but it's going to be the problem of point salvaging, I guess. This weekend is a perfect example. Finishing 8th overall is not a good not a good result. I mean, barely in the top 10. If you were hoping for quote-unquote point salvaging, right, you would have hoped for like 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th, but 8th, I mean, you're losing a lot of points right there. From, if you finished 5th, you'd be gaining another 2. I mean, if you finished 3rd, there's a bunch more. It's just not a good situation, right? And again, this is the worst case scenario for these guys to come over here, race some wild cards, look good, and especially for Sacha to crash the way he did, crush in Moto 1, right, in Southwick, crash in Moto 2, still have a gigantic lead, get up, I think it was 4-5 laps that he ended up finishing the race with the broken collarbone. That shows some guts. I mean, that's, Southwick is not an easy track. Heavy, deep sand, you really have to work that bike around, and to continue to pick up the bike as quick as he did, continue the race, still get the overall, and say, go 1-1 for the weekend, especially in a nothing race. He could have pulled off after that crash, said, nope, I'm hurt, I'm done. I don't know really what you get by getting up and finishing, but it does show some heart, does show some grit and some balls. Probably made him really look good for sponsors or, anybody, the teams that are looking at him. I'm going to assume, right, if they do end up coming over here, it's probably going to be under the KTM banner. I can't believe that they would want to leave or let these two championship level riders go. But I mean, money is what talks in this sport, and some other team could offer them a gigantic contract, and we don't know yet. Obviously, with the Red Bull sponsorships and everything, it becomes a little bit harder. We've seen that with Prado and changing to Monster and then changing back and whatever. But this is going to be the problem, right? If he doesn't win the MX2 title, let's say he loses even if he loses now by 11 points, that's it. You could directly point back to this race and say, boonk, here it is. He hurt himself, came back to this round, finished 8th, and there's the point differential. If nothing else changes, you can directly point back to this round right here and say that was the problem. Now, is it going to be 11 points? No. That's almost highly impossible, right? For neither one of them to have another bad race or, crash or whatever it is. It's going to be either way more than that or way less. And it's all up to him how well he heals, how much he's riding, how much the travel affects it. But it's going to be one of those things. If he has another bad weekend in the Czech Republic, it's going to be even worse, because then it's just ballooning a point disadvantage that he's going to have to make up in a shrinking amount of races. And if you're somebody like Ferris, who's proven that he can win, proven that he is a competitive rider, he knows, or he's going to have to know the math of it. Hey, I don't need to push super hard. I can go for a win if it's on the board, or if not, I can finish for a second and still maintain my point lead through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, whatever. And obviously, this is a very dangerous sport. Anything could happen at any time. One of them could crash. One of them could, have a season-ending injury of their own without anything to do with Southwick. But who knows? This is where I'm going to leave you guys, though. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things as this platform allows you to do, because it does really help me out. I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.